All right, I'll be back in about 3 or 4 days to get these squash planted right here in this spot here. They could use, a couple of them could use a couple more days, so, but they're ready to go, but I'm gonna give them a few more days because I want the soil to sit for a few days before I plant. Hey guys, what's up? This is the Bo here. How y'all doing? It's 3 days later, and I noticed over the last 3 days the yellow crookneck squash, the true leaves have now gotten a lot bigger, right where I want them to be at least to plant them. So it's 3 days later, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these squash in the ground now in their spot. As you can see, they're nice and hardened off now, and they have true leaves on them. So we're gonna go ahead and plant these crookneck squash at this time. Okay, the roots are really nice. Bend this plant up a little bit. That's all right. Put you right there. Right there. So I ended up getting 5 of these seeds to germinate. So I only have planted 5 of them. That's more than enough yellow crookneck squash because they do produce a lot. So just for our family, 5 plants is more than enough. Oh, hold up, is this a root? I see some roots here, so I'm gonna leave you right in here. I haven't seen you pop up, but there's plenty of roots down there, so maybe you'll come up later. Leave you right here. Decide to pop, I'll be waiting. Hit him up with a little 511. All right, there you go. The yellow crookneck squash are planted. They're ready to rock and roll. Let's go get some, we want to put some patty pan squash in the woods there, where I got a nice little sunny spot that comes down through the woods there. So I want to get some patty pan squash in over there. Now, as you can see over there in that spot right there, you can see the sun is coming through the woods, and it has that area over there with plenty of sun for a good majority of the day, and the sweet potatoes not too far away from it. But over here in this spot right here, as you can see the difference of the color of the soil, because I had prepped this hole here about 3 weeks to a month ago. And you can see the coloration on it, but you know, it's not all fluffy and all that now because it's been sitting for about a month. But all the soil underneath there is just beautiful now to get ready to plant. The sun will shift later on in this area over here. As you can see, it's starting to pop up just a little ways there, but later on it'll have plenty of sun for the patty pan squash to grow there pretty well. Matter of fact, as I'm talking, you can kind of see this, the sun is coming in a little bit there. But let's go ahead and get these patty pan squash planted. All right, guys, so I have 12 patty pan squash, and I'm gonna bring 6 of them down to our church ministry garden, and I'm gonna plant 6 of them here. I'm gonna plant 3 right here in this spot right here, and I'm gonna plant 3 over there in that spot, that sunny spot that I showed you a minute ago. So these patty pan squash are hardened off now, and they're ready to go. They got some true leaves on them, so they're ready to hit the earth garden. So let's go ahead and get these planted so they can start growing and get big much quicker, right? So let's go ahead and get that done. As you can see, I can take my hand and just go in there real well because this soil is nice and soft because, like I said, I had prepped this spot here about a month ago. See, I wouldn't be able to do that over here. I'd break my hand. Dump just a little bit more black cow up in there. Just a little bit. It already has plenty in there, but since I'm planting it now and it's been almost a month, I'm gonna go ahead and just give it that little touch, and I'm gonna hit it up with some blood meal. I will put some blood bone in there, but I'm fresh out, so I'll side dress it with it later on. All right, so there you go. Patty pan squash are in the ground. They're planted. They're off and running. Well, also I like to see how the first time I'm growing them over here in this spot in the woods. I'm usually growing them over there, and you can see the patty pan squash that I get every year, huge. So I'm gonna try the spot over here and see how they do. I'm not a big patty pan squash eater, but I enjoy growing them because it's such a beautiful, beautiful plant and a beautiful fruit. And I love sharing them with my friends and neighbors and bringing some down to the church. Even though we're gonna have the church, I'm gonna have patty pan squash grown over there this year, so the kids can learn how to grow the patty pan squash at the ministry garden, and they'll have some there on their own, so they can say, okay, these came straight out of the ministry garden when they donated to the food co-ops or to the church members. But anyway, these I bet you anything, these patty pan squash are gonna do just marvelous here in this pot. All right, so anyway, we'll keep you posted on these patty pan squash as they grow. All right, much love from the Bulls Garden. As always, y'all take care. God bless.